Hey guys, it is Dwayne here from DewyHQ, and today we're back with some more Persona 5. I apologise if I do sound a little weird today. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, so don't mind me. I'm just chewing on a cough lolly, so don't mind that. Anyway, so we're going to continue through Kamoshida's palace. I've just noticed as we've jumped in, Morgana's and aren't looking very good on health, which kind of sucks because I do not have any healing abilities on Joker. So I think I'm gonna have to use Arn's ability, Dia, just to bump up Morgana and Arn. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out now. Okay. And there's actually an optional mini boss that we can fight. I don't call it a mini boss. It's just like one of those things where the enemies just show up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back through the painting. I was checking to see if I was actually a high enough level to create any new personas, but I'm not. Now, I didn't know about this the first time I played through. I'm pretty sure if you walk down here and you examine the lower floor. Wait. Hey, something's coming up. We'll have an enemy.
For real?
What? How's that fair? This is... Okay. Morgana got brainwashed. So we've got 4 bullets left. Let's use one. And let's actually swap to Arn. So she can just use her machine gun instead. I'm actually going to ask for an item from the Incubus. A Thor Stone. Not exactly what I wanted. I was hoping for a HP healing item.
Let's pull back for now.
But there is a treasure chest behind this enemy. And we got the level up on Arn and Joker. So that's good. So we can actually pop back to the Velvet Room to see if we can create anything new. Which I might do. Might help to get a healing skill on Joker.
Okay.
So we're going to pop this chest open. A bead. So that's actually a really good item to get, especially for the boss battle. I don't think there's anything else in here. So if you just give me like 2 minutes, I'm gonna like pop back to the Velvet Room. I'm just gonna go back through the way we came and get back to the safe room so we can just teleport there. Okay, so we couldn't make any new personas. The next persona we can make at level 8 is Oberon. I didn't have the right personas with me to do that. So I just got a Pixie instead, so that way we'd have Dia. So Pixie was only level 2 and it was really cheap to buy, so it was like 2,000 yen. So that wasn't too bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to head upstairs. I just thought it'd be pretty crucial to have a healing persona on Joker because he's got the most amount of SP at the moment. If you also notice the border is now yellow, that's because like the amount of like the notoriety, I'd say, within the castle is at 40%. We can easily reduce that by just sneaking up on enemies and ambushing them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some items around here, so we need to be careful. So wait for that shadow to walk away from us.
Show me your true
And if we ambush him, that should lower our notoriety. Okay. So this is a very, very strong persona. It's weak to dark, but the main issue is that Arsene is weak to light, so it uses light skills, so you gotta be careful with that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for... I think I might just stick with Genbu. And I think I might decrease its defense. I'm gonna go for physical moves, because healing's more crucial. Oh, we got a crit with Morgana, which is excellent. Gonna go for the all-out attack. Excellent. That's gonna give us a load of experience.
A spectacular victory.
That should, yeah, rank up Ryuji and Morgana. So we got really lucky there getting that crit.
was easy.
Okay, so that chest requires a key. I think we already used our key when we came in here.
Oh.
But that's okay because usually on the day when we do the boss battle, because we're going to come in for a different day, I'll explain how all that works later on. But we will make some lockpicks the night before.
I'll reveal your true form.
So you can kind of cheat that. You can wait for the shadow to walk away from the door so you can attack them.
Alright. The first move is ours.
Okay.
Weakness is
Ice.
This one's
And ice and... Alright, excellent. We got a couple of shots with Morgana. I can't ton pass to Joker, which sucks. And I'm just going to go for a physical move on the cavalry here. Gonna go for the ice moves, just to get rid of these guys as soon as possible. We can afford to waste some SP here,
looking cool, Joker.
but hopefully this will knock them out on the first hit. Excellent. So that'll give us another load of experience. We want to try and get as high level up as possible, especially during this time. All that extra money doesn't hurt as well.
Piece of cake.
Now, yeah, this is an item over here. We want to use this switch. So that opens that door. And there's also a safe room here.
Feeling.
Just walk in here, save in here, just so you got the extra save in. Also, I forgot to mention, it's something I probably should have did myself. There's a free downloadable content for healing items at the start of the game. If you do it if you look to the store menu before you do everything, you should have no issue just downloading it, and it'll give you a free Soma. So the Soma heals all your HP and SP for the entire party. It's worth 50 grand, so even if you don't use it, you can even sell it. So that is a good item to have a start off with, especially if you're getting stuck in these dungeons. So remember, if you are getting stuck at a certain point in the dungeon, just go back to that save we made earlier and use that as your safe point before we went into the dungeon.
Alright, I don't see a weakness.
I believe this guy is weak to ice. I believe. But he's also weak to things as well. So what we're going to do is going to ask him for an item, which he gives us a devil fruit. Excellent.
Who's next?
Yeah! Victory!
Okay.
Okay.
So we're slowly lowering the notoriety. Now this area is a little bit weird, because that's not exactly where we want to take cover. So you can just hit circle if you're not happy with the cover you're in. And don't mind Anne, she's just going to walk straight in there. Okay, so we got Incubus, Succubus, and another Incubus. Just going to use Morgana's attack maneuvers there to just get through it all. Some free, easy experience. And some money. So we're going to try and get to at least level 10 by the time we finish this dungeon.
That was easy!
Okay, there's more treasure there for us to steal. We're going to hop out of the way of this guy.
Let's open it.
There's a chest here. It gives us a relax gel. So the relax gel just helps us stop, what does it help us stop? It helps us stop brainwashing and stuff. So we're gonna try and avoid that guy in the red.
I'll reveal your true
Just because he's one of those heavenly punishers. Like this guy.
Alright, the first move is ours!
I think he's a heavenly punisher with a couple of angels around him, so. Okay, that's weird.
persona.
I'm gonna go for the Dream Needle here. And I inflicted him with sleep, which is excellent, and then swap to Ryuji. Now off the technical. don't have the SP to waste on that. Okay, this is not good. Okay, Morgana and Ana down, which is not good.
Back out and focus on support. How could they be this
Okay.
strong?
And this is why we save, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a normal step in Persona. I didn't expect it to happen that fast. We're gonna go from the prior safe room. So Morgana, the game's pretty good like that. If you want to keep those deaths in, you know. So I'm probably just gonna get us back to where we were. You can also grind if you need to, but it is hard with the SP management we need to do. I want to try and get to the end of the dungeon, so then we have the freedom to grind.
Show me your true
Which is
form.
weird, because I thought it was really strange that we fought a Heavenly Punisher and then he just, like, you know, laughed in our face type of thing with the damage he dealt. I'm gonna ask for an item again. Yes, Devil's Fruit.
Losers.
The other thing is, I don't think we'll be able to avoid that enemy there.
I'll reveal your true form.
Okay.
Alright, the first move is ours. Don't move now.
So I'm not quite sure what that Heavenly Punish is weak to. Because he seemed to take
Cleanup complete.
he seemed to take that the gun damage before, and it seemed to weaken him, but that was weird. I'm gonna avoid these guys down here.
All right, a chest.
I think it was
Okay,
Angel I'm
it's a treasure
confused with.
chest.
Angel I know is weak to guns. We just want to hit circle to get off that wall there. Also want to grab this relax gel.
Treasure chest spot.
We'll grab this other treasure chest.
I'll reveal your true
Okay, we're gonna try this fight again. See, now it's two succubus, so I thought it was strange that it was it's not usually a archangel, so that's what I thought was strange. So we're just gonna go with the normal damaging moves here. Go for the all-out attack.
Finish him.
So you can see how the one enemy can wipe your party if you're not careful.
All right.
And we're only playing on normal difficulty, so... Again though, if you were playing normal difficulty, you wouldn't be
It's close enough to strike.
sugar.
Do I really have to patrol?
Just gonna hit circle, I'm gonna head straight up here. So we're gonna avoid that enemy, because we're gonna have to interact with him a little bit later, so...
It's somewhere.
No use in fighting him twice.
Focus.
Now you'll see why we'll have to interact with him, because if we try and walk around here, the blocks will rise. So what we want to do is we want to try and walk through here.
Damn it.
We'll almost get our nuts cleaved off. Well, that was close. What was that? The classic security measure. My tail might be in danger if we force our way through. Oh yeah, same for the Panthers. So what do we do? Now we're getting through here as is.
Hey Joker, something here I'm wondering about.
So if we go to the Kamashita statue,
Hey look!
do you think this controls the swings? There's no reaction. I think we'll need a key. There's probably some kind of key for it. Ah, what a pain in the ass. Where would it be though? None of those rooms were suspicious on the way here.
Joker.
What do you think? The enemy has the key. That'd probably be the most likely scenario. An enemy? You mean one of the ones in the shadows roaming around?
No way, man.
Dude, do you think we're... How many do you think there are? We can't beat the crap out of all of them. The key is in the tower, so it'd be one of the shadows around here. On top of that, it'd have to be a relatively high ranking one.
Yes!
We just need to look for shadows that look like that and defeat them.
That settles it.
Okay, let's do this, Joker. We need to find the shadow with that key. So, we're getting towards the end. We've got a little bit more to go. I think we're in like the last third of it, I'd say. So this part's always a little annoying. I always found this part a little annoying. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go around this guy. So you might think it's this enemy over here, but it's not him. Alright, so we're going to take that opportunity to walk through here. This is the enemy we need to kill. So what I would suggest is going wide and making your way over to the save point.
Anytime.
I'll reveal
And-
your true form.
Just so you can get yourself into a better location, that way you don't have to keep going through this.
Now's our chance to strike.
Okay, so this is the Heavenly Punisher. Now, from what I understand, I'm pretty sure I remember that it's weak to dark and electric skills. So Ryuji's got enough Zeos in him. So this is gonna be a bit of a, well, we can do this actually. So if we hit him up with the normal attack, I don't think I do have a Zeo skill. So we're gonna hit up this Heavenly Punisher with the Zeo,
Serves you right.
and what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna talk to it and ask for an item. So if you get stuck with enemies like that, make sure you ambush him, because we can always just ask for the item.
Yeah! Victory!
All right.
And this is why I suggest going to the save point first. So we're gonna sneak out of here. I believe there's another enemy down here. We must have to get the other one first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here first. I'm gonna save. To me, that is the smart play.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Just because you don't have to go through that dialogue and make your way to the top again. So if you're just pretty much fighting the boss, you can just keep coming back to this save.
Okay.
And then just keep retrying. That's what I would suggest. Just because it can be frustrating going back through the same line of dialogue over and over again. So I'm going to pop through here. I'm going to wait for this guy to come a little bit closer. I'm actually going to swap personas to... We're at 8 agility. Might swap to Genbu. I'm gonna swap to Genbu just because he's got that little bit of endurance.
Show me your true form.
Now, if I remember correctly, I believe it's an Archangel. Oh no, it's an Eligor.
I don't see a weakness.
Okay, I believe Eligor's weakness is... It's fire or ice. I'm pretty sure it's not wind. It does a lot of damage though. I'm gonna give ice a shot. That way we give all the elements one go. Zeo.
We're on the ground. Nice going, Skull.
We can't talk to him. And we're gonna go for... I'm gonna go for the fire, which I think he resists. Yeah, he does. Nice. So Panther dodged that. Oh my lord! And this is why we save. All right, so we're back at this guy. We're gonna sort him out this time.
Let's go. Go down.
They're all knocked down.
Do it.
That was in-
Just keep all out attacking. Be sure to use your Zeo. I'm gonna go for the Garu just to get the extra damage in. And then with the Zeo, it should be able to kill it.
You're on the ground. Nice going, Skull. This'll
That should give us a load of experience too. Hopefully it'll bring us up to 9. Randy right eye. There we go.
New move. What do you think?
We've got got Tarakuja for Ryuji. Hey, that shadow did have something, but what the hell is it? An eye? Oh, I just figured it out. So this must be how he's stopping those scythes. Oh yeah? Now that I think about it, the statue didn't have eyes. How much grosser can he get? So this is gonna stop those things, huh? Well, we'll need one more.
Okay, let's go.
Let's try and look for another guard captain. Let's try checking the other floors, Joker.
That's all it takes for me.
Okay, so we're also gonna pop down here. Ah, yes.
For real?
Crap, they all look like high-ranking soldiers. Are we gonna have to beat the crap out of all of them? That would work, but there should be actually one actual guard captain among them.
Joker.
Do you have any way of telling them apart? So if we use our third eye, we can tell that this one, towards the door on the right, is the correct one. Again, if you need to, jump into the save room. It feels like you're a little bit of save scumming, but man, it just helps, man.
I'll just add this.
Okay, we're gonna pop out here.
I can feel it.
Ah, sugar. See, that's how you can get in trouble.
2 enemies.
Alright, this one isn't too bad.
Gun attacks will hit its weakness.
I believe it's weak to ice.
Get moving. There.
No, it's weak to fire.
Shit.
Can you finish it? Get it, Skull. Alright, pass the baton and follow up. Carmen! See that again, Panther?
We're gonna go for the all-out attack here, just to get some experience. You can do this if you like, but I've kind of been just forced into the battle.
How's that?
That should bring Joker and Arn up to level 9 though. Yes.
It's a step forward.
So it does help in the long run because we get 5 extra SP out of it.
Okay.
We defeated them. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get over to that persona over there. I'm gonna use Succubus. We didn't get the ambush there, which kind of sucks. So I think it's gonna attack first. No, it's not.
Zone up. There.
But there's a good chance it might kill us.
Joker.
I think it's gonna move next. Hopefully its move misses. Double fangs. It's gonna hit Arn. Arn's down for the count.
Someone treat her.
I don't think I can have anything to revive an item, a person. Well, we do have a revival bead. I'm actually going to use a revival bead here. Because it is more decent than the actual items. We're just going to go for a physical attack. I'm going to use Ryuji's last, or second to last Zeo.
Nice going, Skull.
This way, if Arn's still with us, she'll be leveling at the same rate.
That's all she wrote.
So that one's not as bad once you know the weakness.
Okay.
So we got the lustful left eye.
All right.
Sweet. We got both of those bastards' eyes. Now let's go stop those swinging things.
That was a close one.
Oh no. Arn's been brainwashed, which is excellent. I think only one person can be brainwashed at a time, never mind.
Panther's brainwashed? Wake up!
Okay, we've got 3 bullets. Can we do it? Well, I've also got Morgana too, so...
Looking cool, Joker.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna go for the physical attack on this one.
Give it up. Time for some bloodshed.
We might be able to do this with just Joker and Morgana. Close, but no cigar. Ah. So this is the worst kind of situation that can happen. We're gonna be able to recover from this though.
Guy's genius. It's almost scary how good I am.
So we were able to recover from that.
Okay, guys. Let's do it.
You gotta be prepared for the worst to happen when you do these one-day dungeon expeditions. Usually stuff like this always goes wrong. It is a Persona game after all. This stuff kind of happens on the daily. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in here. We're gonna save again,
Let's do it.
just because we've beaten both the captains now. And again, you don't have to go through the fight again. I'm actually gonna pop out to the Velvet Room real quick, and I'm actually gonna make a new Persona. So I'll be back. Okay, so what I've come out with. I've come out with Arsene. I've come out with Beerith, which is the Hierophant Persona, so we'll need that a little bit later. This is just a really strong physical persona to start off with. We've also got Halb-Ho. She's a little weak to gun and ice damage, so we just need to be careful against those owl-looking dudes. But she's going to be a high magic dealer. And we've also got Korapaguru. It's really weird, this name. But he's a pretty mixed, but he's strong against a lot of elements. The only thing he's weak to is fire, but since he's a magic dealer, he can learn multiple magic. So I've given him Zio and Bufu. So this is still good. I always kept Arsene with me because I just like Arsene. Arsene's still pretty good because he's the main darkness dealer. So there's a few personas that are still, or demons that are weak to darkness. So it's always good to have. Alright, so what we're also going to do is we're going to head back up to the central tower.
Now then, what do we do?
Let's do it.
I'm also going to save again. Never be too careful.
Okay.
So we're going to watch out for those guards who's still walking around. I'm just going to head back up here. Again, that's why I suggest you save. So it looks like this path's clear over here. I'm just going to walk out here. Just going to take cover here and wait for this guy to walk past. Unless he's going to walk around in a circle. Is he going to walk around in a circle?
Close enough to strike.
No, he's not going to walk around in a circle. Okay.
I have something.
So we've got one major enemy to deal with, which is this one.
Show me your true
I'm going to take him out. Probably should have healed a little bit before I went into this battle, so I just realized we're all on half health. Okay.
Who's next?
So Morgana's up next, so... okay, Morgana can take out these with the gun damage.
It's impervious to gunfire.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to swap over to this guy.
Ravage them.
Going to go for that ice damage.
Looking cool, Joker.
Go down.
Cool. Looking cool,
And I
Joker.
think Ryuji's got 2 shots, so we can use Ryuji's 2 last shots.
Pass the baton and follow
Yes, he does.
up. Get it, Skull.
Excellent.
Give it up.
This is it.
This'll let
So I'm pretty sure Joker's all out of gun ammo now.
Don't come back.
I'd probably say this is easily the toughest dungeon because you can't grind yet.
Okay.
Easy win.
And
They were nothing.
it's like your first run in a dungeon, so I think it's probably one of the hardest dungeons to tackle right at the start.
I can see it.
Usually dungeons down the way, they have halfway points, and you have to do something in the real world before you can interact with it in the dungeon.
Well then.
So it's usually not too bad. It's only this one's probably the hardest because there's no real interaction point in the halfway.
Alright, let's go.
We can get across. I'm actually gonna use a couple items here. I'm gonna use... You know what? It probably wouldn't hurt to use this pack, but I'm not sure how much our health is. Let's go to stats real quick. 155, 170, 130. We're missing about 60 on each, so yeah, let's use the health pack, the spring pack. So everyone's back at full pretty much. I'm gonna grab this chest across here as well. A soul drop, excellent. So I think a soul drop gives us 10 SP, I believe. Yes. So that'll be good for someone who needs it down the track. Just gonna watch this enemy over here. I believe there's another chest around the corner there. Just gonna wait for him to turn around before I strike him. Or he can come to me. That works too. Andrus.
Now's our chance to strike. Gun attacks will hit its weakness. Go, go, go.
All out of ammo there. We're gonna go for Harpo.
You're mine.
And then we're gonna swap to Arm.
Cool, Joker.
Go.
All right, then. Pass the baton and Persona.
Go share that SP across everyone.
Let's see that again, Panther.
Okay.
This'll let you. Be the best.
Okay.
That was so easy. I'm yawning.
I'm gonna open this chest. Hopefully, I think it's got revival bead.
I
Excellent.
have something.
2 items to steal here. Life stone, even better. More HP recovery items.
I can feel it.
I don't think that's... No, you can't steal that one. Now, I'm pretty sure we're awfully close to the top now. Yeah, so there's one last thing we really have to do before we get to the top. Now, if I remember correctly... just need to double check something. Okay, I'm pretty sure...
Focus.
I'm pretty sure it's ice that we need to use up here, so... who have I got equipped? I think we'll equip this guy just to start off with. Okay, and I think there's an item back here as well.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, Onyx.
I can feel it.
Okay, so we want to walk up here. Which we can't. Huh? You have gravely mistaken if you think those stairs will appear for you whenever you like. Ah, so this guy's stopping them. Alright, let's take him on.
Now then.
The treasure is near. Now that thing must be protecting this place. It must be strong. Are you ready, Joker? Let's do this. This majestic tower penetrating the sky represents the Admiral King Kamoshida's most sacred place. It is nowhere for children like yourselves. Prepare for your punishment.
What?
What kind of selfish reasoning is that? The one who needs to be punished is... And yes! That is exactly what you think it is. Now I can't remember if this thing has a weakness. I think it may be ice. No, it resists ice. So it's staring at Arn. Because I think it actually does attack Arn, so it resists that as well. Let's guard with Arn. I don't think it's weak to Zeo. No, it's not. I'm gonna swap over to Harpo. Nope. So when it says that it's looking towards someone, make sure you guard. I'm gonna use Dia with Morgana because I think in this fight it's more likely to attack Arn. Go for that lunge. I'm pretty sure I have a physical deal. Yes, I do.
Go down.
Gonna use Morgana pretty much as a predominantly healer for this round. If you don't have the SP, just use items instead on Morgana's turn. Excellent, we got a crit. Alright, this should give us a all-out attack. We should be able to kill it. So that wraps things up quite nicely. Alright, now we can keep moving. I'm so done with this place. Hang in there, Panther. We're almost at the treasure. Okay, I don't think there's anything else up here. But I do love the way these stairs work. I think that's really cool. Okay, rejoice boys and girls, we are at the final part of the dungeon. There is one enemy standing between us and the safe room.
Chest spotted. Let's open it.
It's a succubus and a beaver.
Don't underestimate them.
There.
Looking cool, Joe.
I'm actually going to swap to Anna because she has the most ammo out of all of us. And that's not going to do that. Excellent.
Soul's been brainwashed. We're the good guys, genius. So hold up.
Maybe should have just swapped to Morgana. That's okay.
Game over.
Okay.
They were too weak to bother with.
Gonna grab this chest. Gonna get another relax gel. Gonna grab this base. Okay. So at this point now,
This looks usable.
once you're in this safe room, this is a good time to sit back and kind of grind. Because you've only got to walk into a few rooms after this, and then you're pretty much set to go. So what I think I might do, I might actually go and grind just to level 10. I'm not sure how much experience we have to go. Not sure if 46. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go down to the next floor, just grind a little bit, get to level 10, cross the board, and then we should be all sweet to go. So make sure you save here if you're gonna do that. So I'm just gonna pop down. I'm probably gonna fast forward to cut this part out, but I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so while I've been grinding, I actually got into a tutorial by accident. So if an enemy knocks down a party member, they can take him as hostage. Looks like your precious teammate. If you give me 61, I might help you out. Yeah, 61 yen's nothing. I'm pretty sure that ends his turn too.
Something else. What do you want to do now?
Okay, once you've finished doing your grinding, just head straight out of the treasure room. The treasure room, safe room. What you want to do is you just want to hop up here, hop across here, and hop down here. Okay, we're in. Quiet down, you idiot. Oh shit, it's Kamashita.
No.
And a ton of soldiers. How have you not captured the intruders yet? I apologize, my liege.
Okay, let's go.
I'll bet he'll never imagine we're in the same room as him. Come on, let's keep moving. So I do like that they, you do crouch.
It's somewhere.
And I think it's really weird that they didn't use this a lot more often. So what we want to do is we just want to head in this back room here.
It's somewhere.
There's another object we can grab there. I don't think there's any more though. We just want to open the door.
Whoa.
This sturdy looking door is pretty promising. Let's head inside.
Whoa, what this place. Holy shit! That treasure thing's gotta be in here.
Hey, what is this? It's floating in the air.
That's the treasure. We finally found it.
Are you sure?
Just hold on a second. I was planning on telling you more once we made it this far. Simply finding the treasure isn't enough. We'll need to make it materialize before we can steal it.
What do you mean?
Desires have no physical form by nature. Hence, we'll first need to make the real person aware that their desires are in fact a treasure. Once they're conscious that their desires might be stolen, the treasure will finally show itself.
But how do we do that?
We warn them. Tell them, they're going to steal your heart.
So we're gonna send a calling card? Oh, that's totally what a phantom thief would do!
Once we do that, the treasure will appear for certain. I think.
That again? Either way, sounds like it's worth giving it a shot.
Our infiltration route is secure. All that's left now is to pump out a calling card in reality, then come back to take the treasure.
This is it, huh?
Let's do this.
That's the spirit. Once we send out the calling card, there will be no turning back. Just let me know when you're ready. We'll head back to the hideout and send out that calling card.
The infiltration route has been secured. All that remains is to send the calling card to Kamoshida.
Whoa!
Now we've secured the route. Should we head out? Do you want to head out for today? Let's leave. So you can do a few things after you send the calling card, but I always just suggest to do it straight away. That way you can just come straight out. So, in the meantime, if you have any personas to create, go ahead and do that. We can access the Velvet Room outside of the metaverse though. So what we want to do is we'll head off today. Let's return to the real world. Okay, now all we're gonna do is steal the treasure that shows up. It's finally time. But first we need to send that calling card. When should we do it? Let's hold off. Let's just retreat for now and we can talk more about this stuff at the hideout. Okay. Oh, and well done today. So we're going to go through a lot of the infiltration logs. We've done a lot of stuff in the one day. So it'll tell you how much you've done in the day. So we've secured the route to the treasure. All we need to do is send the calling card. So I think if you make it to this point in the one day, I think you can call that a very successful infiltration. It's very hard to do, especially on your first time through. I'm pretty exhausted from going in the metaverse. Let's go to bed and get some rest.
Okay.
So you won't be able to do anything after you've finished up. Hit me like a goddamn ton of bricks when I sat down. Well, I guess we did walk pretty far in. I'm glad we found that treasure thing though. So Kamoshida will turn into a good guy if we steal that, huh? Either way, it's up to you when we send the calling card, Dewey. Call us over the hideouts when you're ready. Nice work, guys. See ya.
Now then.
Now the real challenge is coming up. I hope you're ready.
Hey,
And you're living an honest life? You can't turn over a new leaf and it won't be that easy here, you know.
Hey.
What's interesting is I think you can actually use the restroom. I always thought this was I didn't ever try it until a few weeks ago. Have I prepared enough for infiltrating the palace? I should finish up. So it's like your inner monologue when you do that. Also, be sure to check the TV from time to time. The Minister of Transport has been under fire under his announced by the public announced his registration. Opposed to public, Prime Minister has been appointed last place. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna head up to bed. there's not much we can do until we gain the trust of Sojiro a little bit more. So there's a few things I want to do on Thursday before we go in to beat Kamoshida. I know, because we've done a lot of skipping today, so that we'll be able to fit a little bit more content in. Ate too much, please don't shake me. You always nail our tests. What's your study secret? I go to diners, like the one on Central Street. Plenty of workspace, and plus you can order food if you get hungry, which is cool. Ah, diners. Now there's a thought.
That's incredible.
Make it easier to study. No more food talk. Ugh. Morning. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm a little tired from all that hard work. How about you? We found the treasure. Now that's all that's left to do is to send the calling card. We have time until the board meeting though. What do you want to do today? I want to think on it a little bit more. I see. We found the treasure, but I guess we don't know what else there is. We still have time. Just don't go making mistakes, because I was being impatient. I'm glad you're the calm one, Dewey. But let me know if you need to change your mind. So there's a few things we need to do. Just in the meantime.
Okay.
Sending the calling card is a make or break decision, so really think hard on it, okay? I'm sure both Ryuji and Lady Ann are uneasy too. So, make sure you talk to them about it, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to quickly save it here. Don't mind me, I'm a very save conscious person. So Ryuji will just ask if you want to send the calling card. So the main issue is once you reach the treasure, you will not be able to interact with any of your classmate confidants who are your party members, okay? So normally if you hadn't reached the treasure, you'd be able to hang out with Ryuji because he'd be available today. So you need to be careful when you do those sorts of things, because if you need to hang out with a confidant but you've progressed too far in the dungeon and we don't need to send the calling card, that can stuff you up. Don't worry, in this guide I imagine that scenario won't come up, but when you're by yourself and playing through the game, you might get caught and you might wonder why I can't hang out with a confidant. Okay, so there's a few things I forgot to mention. So there's a diligent looking student here. Is something the matter? Please don't bother me. I'm very busy right now. So she'll come into play a little bit later. But it's interesting that she has a portrait so early. If you've been keeping up to date with my content in the past, you'll know that she is a party member. Okay, do you need something? So what we're going to do is we're going to return the book Captain Kidd. And we're actually going to grab Zoro. I was meant to do this yesterday, but I forgot about it. Okay, so we're going to grab Zoro. Apart from that, I don't think there's not much else we need to do at school. I'm actually going to head off to... Yeah, I'm not sure if he is working... There he is, look!
What?
You again, Kaito? Ah, where's that garbage friend of yours? Hey, answer me. You scared? You making an insult? You insist on making a fool out of me? That attitude of yours really pisses me off. But I guess trash will be nothing more than trash. You don't have any remorse for that what you did. I'm glad. I'll be glad to eliminate you from the school. I hope you're looking forward to the next board meeting. Everyone else will be so happy when you get expelled. I'm sure they'll cheer when trash like you are gone. Don't you see? We all want you to spend your shitty life somewhere else. Now get lost already. Don't show your face in front of me again. So I think it's really interesting that he walks around the school and look how freaking tall he is. Look at this monster. So it's really interesting when certain events and you're in certain palaces, certain characters walk around the school and you can interact with them. So I just think it's really interesting that Kamoshida walks around the school and you wouldn't expect it. It's just such a small detail and they put it in there anyway. So I think it's really cool that they do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out on the school gate. And there's no SP recovery items we can buy at this point in time, but we're going to head over to... I'm just probably going to shortcut this. I'm going to head over to Shibuya. I'm just going to head over to the airsoft shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell all the stuff that we got in the dungeon.
I guess that's fine.
Okay, and
Sounds
if you
good.
want to, you can go ahead and buy some new weapons. You're pretty much free to do everything you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably buy the Hell Slugger for Ryuji. Just so we got that extra physical damage.
Sounds good.
On. We're okay for Morgana. And I think I might buy the bullet and get the equipment for Arn as well. Gonna go for some protectors, just because the protectors will be good to have. We're also gonna sell that
Okay.
that protector we got, the $5,000 breastplate. Get rid of that.
Be grateful.
Do not sell the grimy gear. We can use that a little bit later.
All right. Sounds good.
So I'm probably gonna go the burn tech because it doesn't raise our evasion. It doesn't decrease our evasion, sorry.
That's don't break it, okay?
And I think Ryuji's pretty much fine at the moment. But we're gonna get the extra magic for so we should be all sweet there.
Come again.
So we're just gearing up for the boss battle. So be as prepared as you want to be. Again, you didn't have to leave the dungeon as soon as I did. I just did it because I thought it was convenient for me. So we have access to the Velvet Room outside of the outside in the real world.
Hey, inmate! I was waiting.
Our master awaits. Please come this way. So this is where we can access it outside of the metaverse. So you've come. How does it feel slipping into the unusual form of from your usual life? Our master has arranged an access point to assist you in coming here directly from the real world. That door you just went through is it. Be thankful, inmate. This too shall aid in your rehabilitation. Make good use of it. So this is pretty much if you need a persona for a corresponding social link. What I think we're going to need to get actually while we're here, I think we're going to need a chariot persona. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think we will need a chariot persona. So you can grab this a little bit later if you need to, but I'd prefer to just grab it now. Okay.
I'll go.
Justine, read
Just gonna
here.
grab the chariot persona now. Chariot. So I'm pretty sure the only chariot persona we have is Agathon at the moment, so we're just gonna grab him.
Is this what you'll withdraw this then accept this persona? Are you finished?
So we're heading back now.
No slacking off.
And what I might end up doing is I might head over to the clinic as well, just to pick up some healing items, because I know we've gone burned through our healing items pretty quickly. So we're gonna head to the clinic first.
There's no one here.
So we don't have the we don't have enough guts to do the next clinical trial, so that's why we need to get our guts up so we can keep increasing our guts to hang out with Tay.
Okay. Which one?
Okay, So that's all allies. We don't need all allies.
I feel like you have a different vibe going on.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna okay. I'm gonna grab one
Should work.
Revivadrin, and I'm also gonna grab
You want that one?
2 of these recovery items, which gives 100 HP. That's gonna do us. Now, I believe if we talk to this guy here, he can also sell us some pretty interesting items. So he can give us stuff for crafting. So we've got 3 and 3 of each. I don't think we'll need to buy one just yet, because we'll want to get the CRT television a little bit later. I'm not sure if we use it throughout this guide, but it's always good to have because it means we can also get some extra stat boosts. So, now that we've sorted all this out, we're going to head back to school, and we're going to head to the classroom. And what we're going to do is we're going to call it quits for today, because we're pretty much going to be sending the calling card today. So we can send the calling card today, and then we're able to take Kamoshida's heart tomorrow. So it will take some time, but guys, I will see you on the next episode. It was Dwayne here from DewyHQ. As always, I hope you're enjoying the guide, and I hope everything's going well in your save, because we did have a couple of hiccups in this playthrough, but I imagine once you get past Kamoshida, the palace, in the one day on 420, blaze it, you'll be all sweet to go. Okay? So, I'll see you on the next episode. It was Dwayne here from DewyHQ, signing out. See you guys.